guys, and welcome to another episode of Renaissance Man, where Robbie Me takes you through culture. I'm getting married tomorrow, and I'm very excited about it. So in honor of that, I'm putting out the top 10 fictional couples of all time. Alright? This is going to be from movies, comics, video games, Disney films, all of all time. Alright? Even TV shows. So, number 10, Ron Burgundy and Veronica Corningstone. Okay? Yes, this famous couple from the Anchorman movie that we loved. We loved to see Christina Applegate and Will Ferrell just going to Pleasure Town, as we like to call it in the film. Number 9, Leonard and Penny from Big Bang Theory. We finally got to see that a nerd could get a hot girl, okay? And it was awesome to see. Yes, the first season was kind of awkward to see their interaction, but from then on, it was really cool to get to see the nerd get the girl. Then we have number 8, Batman and Catwoman. Selena Kyle and Batman, alright? So many times they run into each other, and yes, I know that she's supposed to be a villain, but he never treats her like a villain at all. They just have this very seductive relationship. And for a long time there, actually, they were dating. They both knew each other's identities, and they were dating. And then Damien came along, and that kind of threw things off. Selena Kyle found out that he was a baby daddy, so they moved on. But it was just great seeing their relationship over the years progress. It's a lot like Spider-Man and Black Cat, but I really like that relationship. Then we have number 7. It's kind of together, but Ginny and Harry Potter and Ron and Hermione. For the entire 7 books, we see Ron and Hermione flirting with each other and not realizing that they love each other. But with Ginny and Harry, it was kind of cool because it was kind of not abrupt or all of a sudden, but from book 4 on, you kind of see that Ginny has an eye for Harry, and Harry is starting to realize that she's kind of a cutie, and so he wants to, that they fall in love, and it's just a really cool story. I'm not talking about the movies where it kind of was forced. In the books, it's a fantastically told love story. Number 6, Peter Parker and Mary Jane. Where do we begin? Now, I know it's not the first love. Gwen Stacy is Peter Parker's first love, but just Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson, they are the couple in the Marvel Universe. Unless you count Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman, it's Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson. Her just encouragement, her love, her dedication to him. Calling him Tiger, and just Peter's just love for him to do anything to protect her, which has kind of gotten him in trouble a lot of times, actually. Then number 5, Bonnie and Clyde. This classic duo of bank robbers together. An old film, but it's just it's used in reference of that couple being like Bonnie and Clyde, or the song by Jay-Z and Beyonce, Bonnie and Clyde. It's an overused concept, but Bonnie and Clyde is one of the most famous couples. Then we have Superman and Lois Lane, the first superhero and love interest coming together. I'm not a big fan of Superman, but the Superman Lois Lane I have to give credit to. It's the first, like I said, it's the first superhero falling in love with a human, or Kryptonian falling in love with a human, and just his dedication to her, and her just being very spunky, and him as Clark Kent not being like that at all, being very reserved and very socially awkward. But as Superman, he is all about, getting it done, and she falls in love with Superman, and then later falls in love with Clark Kent. And I just think that story is just very, very cool and very dynamic. Then we have number 3, Aladdin and Jasmine. Everyone's favorite Disney couple. Some might say Beauty and the Beast. I say nay. It's Aladdin and Jasmine. Magic Carpet Ride was fantastic. The songs they sing together, the love they have for each other, how a street rat gets to marry a princess, and it's just a fantastic story. And Aladdin is one of my favorite films of all time, by the way. Just throw that out there too. Number 2, our favorite Muppets, Kermit and Miss Piggy, where this makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, I don't understand how these two animals could love each other, be attracted to each other, but they have, and they've been together for years. and it's just been funny to watch them, and it's just a great love story. Number 1, the greatest love story of all time, the greatest trilogy of all time, Star Wars. Han Solo and Princess Leia, how they go from hating each other at the very moment that they meet to falling in love with each other and end up making some pretty awesome Jedi babies later on in the series that we don't get to see yet because it's in the books. But Han Solo and Princess Leia is my favorite all-time couple of all time. Guys, this is just something different. This is the top 10 fictional couples. I hope you guys have a great week. Be great, and I'll see you next time.